You'll hear this phrase, especially for people who are in our program, who are in this group. Our program is called Peak. It's a program that teaches a ton about program creation and sales and advertising and everything else you need to know about marketing. And that program also really dives into all the things about creating more than one program and everything else that you need to know about that. But here in the Peak world, we refer to something as MathBrain. MathBrain is when you are selling something and something you say or some way of communicating what you're selling is making them think of it in an analytical and logical way. Like $400 for 4 lessons is easy math brain. You're making $100 an hour. So then what they will do with that is they'll take that mathematical calculation and they will try to figure out if they can get 4 lessons from someone else for less money. So then it becomes a situation where they are now a price shopper. They are someone who is comparing you to other dog trainers based on what they perceive you to be making per hour instead of what you can accomplish in 4 lessons compared to another trainer and what they can accomplish in 4 lessons. But you can create a program out of the same amount of time, describe it completely differently, not have the math brain thing occur, and charge a ton more money. And then they will perceive it as buying the actual end of the tunnel, the outcome, the benefits, the feelings, all that stuff associated with the problem going away. That's worth a ton more than your time itself, because your time itself is just a dollar amount per hour, and you're always going to look expensive if that's the case. So the easiest way to really see this in action is to create a big program. One of the stories you might have seen in this group is one from someone named Andrew, who is in our Peak program. And when he first started Peak, he was making about he was charging about $150 an hour and struggling. He was making maybe, I think it was $5,000 or $6,000 a month on average, which to you might seem fantastic. Like right now you might be like, I'd love to make $5,000 or $6,000 a month, but for a variety of reasons, it wasn't enough for his family and he needed it to be more, and he was burning out as well. So he did Peak. He created some really awesome programs, and his biggest program was at the time $3,000, and he right out of the gate sold a few of them. So it more than paid for his learning experience to learn how to put together the programs with me, and then continued on from there, getting better and better at showing the value of that program and gradually raising the price. And you can hear the rest of his story in the video of what that program is priced at now and what's included in that program. And it's quite an amazing story and a really short video. So make sure you find it here in the group. I have it pinned to the featured posts as well. But in my programs where I teach program creation, the first step is really to figure out what things your ideal client would value and put a whole bunch of your favorite ones together and create one big program. And then that one big high value program can stand alongside whatever you're currently already selling or and offering. And then at your next consultation, you can just present things the way you normally do without changing anything else yet. Not changing your sales process yet, not knowing all of the steps for being able to sell things comfortably and effectively yet, but just having this one high value program next to the other things. And if you know what people value and you create this thing alongside everything else, then you'll have people who pick that program. It might surprise you to be the very next person you talk to. So you go from selling a $150 lesson and struggling to get people to do more than 1 or 2 because they quit too soon, almost always, to suddenly having somebody drop $3,000 on your brand new big program.